Hello there. How's your week so far? Welcome back to Date Night with Debbie. It was just early spring when the stay-at-home order began, right? We blinked and now it's September. I take you on my journey around the world so you could have something to look forward to when we're able to travel again, more comfortably and more to international destinations. Although where we're going today, the country does allow Americans. But most importantly, is for you to have faith for the future about travel. You come to have very different perspective on life from traveling. So the place we're gonna go is absolute beauty, serenity, and greens as far as the eyes could see. Ireland is a country of exemplary beauty in nature as well as fun. So are you making yourself comfortable? You have your wine, your pillows? Let's make travel fun again.
Ireland is our next stop. Today we will explore Dublin. Dublin is the capital and largest city of Ireland. It is bustling with the fun of food, drinks, and music, as well as adventures in nature. Carrigareed Rope Bridge is a must-see site that is about 3 hours drive from Dublin. Once arrived, you have to walk about 1 kilometer to reach the bridge, but the reward of stunning views and abundance of plants and wildlife made it all worth it. The tiny bridge is only 66 feet in length and 98 feet above the sea, connecting mainland Northern Ireland to a small island. For more than 350 years, the rope bridge was the best place for fishermen to catch the migrating salmon in their journey past Carrick Island.
For those afraid of height, you don't have to cross the bridge. It is the experience of walking around this historical site and catching a glimpse of the bridge that is enriching. An important thing to note, the traffic across the bridge is regulated. Only a certain number of people are allowed on the bridge at one time. And the time to wait for you to make the cross could be up to 20 minutes each way. And then don't forget that's another kilometer walk on your return route. So make sure you pace yourself so you will make back to the bus on time. Where we go next is an absolute natural wonder, Giant Causeway. You know the saying, you have to see it to believe it. Well, I did see it. I still couldn't believe it when I looked over the photo and videos in the making of this episode. Come along, you see what I mean.
There are 2 trails leading to the rocks. The longer route is supposed to give a better view, being higher up in elevation. The truth is not so much, so if you're tight on time, the short hike would do.
We almost made it. The long way.
Can you believe that this is made by Mother Nature? Along the sea coast in Northern Ireland are about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, so symmetrical that you would think they have been sculpted by humans. Originally a riverbed, a volcanic eruption dried the area as the lava seeped between the rocks. Over time, it has formed into an unusual yet stunning geological masterpiece. Have fun climbing the rocks and finding your favorite ones, as there are some with myths and legends behind them.
Pretty cool, huh? It's like stairs.
How are you doing? That was just one day on a tour outside of Dublin. One thing to be sure on this trip is you likely will lose weight, unless you gain it all back with the food and beer tasting in town, which is pretty hard to resist. Why don't we go somewhere more relaxing, like by the sea? Don't expect the Caribbeans, but it's a different kind of beauty.
Welcome to Howth Beach Town, a charming fishing village 30 minutes outside of Dublin. We'll take you away from the city life and into that of coastal relaxation. Well, almost. If you have not caught on the theme of this trip is hiking, you will now. Say hello to Howth Cliff Walk. The view is more stunning as the climb increases in elevation. Be careful as there are no fences or warning signs of grass patch that could lead to a fall.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go through here. Hoping no creepy creature. We're gonna go up to the top.
I'm sorry, I lied a little when I say we were going somewhere relaxing. Well, after hiking for nearly 3 hours, we did relax, had amazing seafood and, of course, beer. And more beer to come, truly. More than just a historical place, the Guinness Brewery Tour is an immersive experience where you can learn how Guinness was born and the process it goes through to become one of the top drafts in the world. There are interactive exhibits and demonstrations throughout the 7-story brewery. You can spend a whole day in this place. There are gift shops, food court, and did I mention the gravity bar on the top floor where you can get your free pint of Guinness and unlimited beer tasting. Not to mention the panoramic view over Dublin.
Welcome to the world's famous Guinness Storehouse. Guinness is Irish signature stout. What makes it so special? Well, there are the 4 raw ingredients: water, barley, hops, and yeast. Sounds simple enough? It is the secret recipe of Guinness that makes the beer extraordinary. A fun fact for you, yeast is considered a national treasure and the reserve supply is always kept locked in a director's safe. Water used in brewing Guinness comes from Wicklow Mountains, which are located above the city of Dublin. Every day, 8 million liters of water flows into the Guinness brewery. Arthur Guinness was the founder of the beer, but it was Michael Ash who helped to revolutionize beer brewing when he discovered the secret of nitrogen. The atom gives tiny bubbles which form layers of creamy smoothness that we see in the beer. a day of hard work, it is now time for beer tasting and social mingling. Continue the day into town for great food and end the night with one or maybe two espresso martinis. Education is a lifelong pursuit wherever you are in the world. When in Dublin, where else would be a better place than Trinity College? It is Ireland's leading university, ranked number 1 in Ireland and 101st in the world.
Harvard.
The Trinity College Library is the longest library in Europe and the largest library in Ireland. It is one of the most impressive libraries in the world, holding an estimate of 6 million books and manuscripts, most famously the Book of Kells. Learning never stops. Would you not agree?
Thank you for joining me on this date night. At least you have your exercise done for the day, even the week. I'm gonna share you some words from Anthony Bourdain. Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it hurts. It even breaks your heart. But that's okay. Travel changes you. It should change you. It leaves mark on your memory, on your consciousness, on your heart, and on your body. You take something with you and hopefully you leave something good behind. Those words resonate deeply with me, and I hope you have felt the same. Until next Thursday, when we're gonna make our last 2 stops in Ireland, Killarney and Galway. Stay well and be safe. Good night.